What's good, YouTube? My name is Torterra, and welcome to a brand new series I'm starting here on the channel, a top 5 series. Funnily enough, I'm actually starting with top 10 edition because it's a special, it's brand new, it's the first one. So we're starting with the top 10 favorite Pokemon. But before we get started, quick disclaimer. This top 10 list, as well as any other top 10 or top 5, is entirely opinionated. Which means that it's not purely based off stats, it's not purely based off design, it's based off a number of things, which all leads to my own personal preferences. Now, everyone has their own top 10, everyone has their own favorites, everyone has their own ones that they hate. So, please leave your own top 10 favorite Pokemon in the comments. It's always awesome to see what other people like. And yeah, now that that's out of the way, we'll just get started. Coming in at the number 10 spot, we have a Pokemon that I have loved for a long time, but never actually used too much. It's Cavalier. I just think he's amazing. His design is awesome. He's got these huge, massive lances for arms. It's crazy powerful. Admittedly, it does have times for weakness to fire, which sucks and it hinders him a lot. But and he's really slow, which kind of fucks him over. But a base attack of what, 135, I think. He's just powerful. He's just amazing. I wish that he was faster, because he's like, for me personally, I think he's like a better version of Scizor, because I know Scizor is like a fan favorite, but he's like a better version for me personally. I started using him in Battlespot recently as well, and he was just destroying everything. Admittedly, if you come up against a fire type, you're gonna get fucked up, but if you don't, then you will destroy pretty much everything that's in front of you. And that's why he's actually scraped it into my top 10, because he was always up there, but he was never actually number 10. But overall, I just think he's amazing. His stats, aside from speed, are crazy good. I just wish that he got a little bit of a bump up. Maybe even getting a Mega, that would be amazing. If he got a Mega Evolution, he would just be so powerful. Maybe give him Heat Proof, that would be awesome. That would just, it'd probably be too overpowered though. But anyway, yeah. Cavalier is my number 10. Coming in at number 9 spot, we have Torterra, the powerful Torterra. He was one of those Pokemon that was just kind of always there. I never really fucked with him too much until I played Platinum through a few times, and then eventually I just used a Turtwig. And he was just powerful. I loved him. He was just amazing. I love his typing. I love his name. Torterra. It just sounds powerful. I love his design. He's got this big, crazy Taurus thing with a massive tree on his back. I love the idea. I love the concept. Give him Shell Smash and he will just destroy lives. He's got pretty good attack and defense as well, so he's just wish he was a bit faster, but it makes sense. He's a massive tortoise. If you give him Shell Smash as well, he would just destroy worlds. He would just wreck everything in sight. It's unfortunate there's times for weakness to ice though, because it really hinders him a lot. But aside from that, I mean, he's just powerful, man. I just don't know what I can say to justify my love for Torterra besides from just the power, really. But yeah, that's my number 9. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we have Snorlax. Now, Snorlax is one of those Pokemon that, ever since I was a kid, I just loved. There's not really any particular reason, I just think he's awesome. He's bulky as hell. He sits there just nomming on hits, just like whatever. Just turn around, eating a pie, and he'll be like, "What, you hit me? What the fuck?" Yeah, Snorlax is awesome. I just think he's cool. I love his pre-evolution as well. I love Munchlax. He's such an awesome little guy. So yeah, Snorlax. He's just amazing. Coming in at the number 7, we have the amazing Pokemon Raptor. I just think he's awesome. Ever since Diamond and Pearl, which are actually probably my favorite generation, Gen 4, I got myself a little Starly, and he evolved into the Raptor, and I was just like, this thing is amazing. I love him. I love his design. I love his name, Raptor. It just sounds strong. He has that awesome emo fringe type thing. It's just amazing. I think and I love how he gets close combat when he evolves. It's just so unusual. I just think he's an amazing Pokemon. Truly deserved to be the real Bird Jesus, but I mean, whatever. I really wish if he got like a Mega or something, or got like a bump up and got like the hidden ability. I don't know if he actually has one, but if he doesn't, give him Gale Wings. He'll just be so powerful. Fuck Talonflame, who cares about that? I'd rather have a Raptor on my team. Anyway, Raptor's number 7, I think he's amazing. But yeah. Coming in at the number 6 spot is Croton. I just love Croton. I never really cared for it, it was always just kind of there. And then in 6th gen, I saw Shady Penguin using it, and it's just powerful. I didn't even realize Adaptability Croton, Knockoff, Aqua Jet, Dragon Dance, and Crab Hammer wrecks almost everything in the game. It's crazy powerful. It's just like one of those hidden gems that you just suddenly, appears, and it's just incredible. Yeah, but Adaptability really helped it out. It just made it so powerful. I think it's been, it's like borderline OU now, so that's pretty cool. I love Croton. I now like his design. I didn't really care too much for it before, but now that I've seen its potential, I'm just like, this is so amazing. So yeah, Croton went all the way from not even being in my favorites to being in my top 10, so it's an amazing Pokemon. I love it. Coming in at number 5, what can I say about Sylveon, besides from, it's so amazing. Like, Sylveon, I never really cared for it because it was a fairy type and I love dragons and I just kind of saw it as the enemy. But really, it's just amazing. It's a great special wall, just sits there taking hits, and the fairy typing means that it's only got like 2 weaknesses and they're not super common. So Sylveon's amazing. I love it, and the fact that you have to actually bond with it to evolve into a Sylveon just kind of made me love it even more. And then I started, you know, like rough petting it and stuff every single time it when I would win a battle. I just loved it. Quickly became infatuated with the thing. I was just like, Sylveon's amazing, and it's gone from like nowhere, not even existing, to my top 5. Considering when it first came out, I hated it because it was like the Pikachu of 6th gen. But now I just think it's amazing. I love it. Like I said, it's there just taking hits, just eating his leftovers. It's amazing. I just think, yeah, it's great. Coming in at number 4 is Scrafty. Now, if anybody has ever used a Scrafty, they know the power. He can be run so many different ways. He's just powerful. He looks really cool. I love the idea. I love the name. I love everything about Scrafty. His typing as well. Unfortunately, he gets the times 4 weakness to Fairy, which really sucks because he was amazing before that. I mean, he's still amazing. You can still be so competitive with him. You can still run him really well. But I mean, Scrafty, it was one of those Pokemon that I always liked, but I just never really, I mean, I did actually, I think when I first ever saw Scraggy, I loved it, and I used Scrafty on my initial playthrough of Black and White, so it's always been there, my like, but it's just recently, since watching Hold'em Scrafty, the YouTuber. If you haven't seen him, go check him out. Ever since watching his channel, I really grew to love Scrafty more and more, and yeah, what can I say, he's just an amazing Pokemon. One of those that just came out really well, even with a times 4 weakness to Fairy. Coming down to number 3, we have, oh my god, the king of bug Pokemon. We have the all-powerful Volcarona. Now, if you ever use a Volcarona, or if you ever come up against one, you will know how powerful this thing is. Admittedly, it does not like rocks. Rocks, and it will cry, because it's 4 times weak. But, aside from that, it is just crazy powerful. I actually had a battle not 10 minutes ago, and it was the last Pokemon on some guy's team. I think I had 3 left, and he was on his last, and he swept me with the Volcarona. Just by getting a Quiver Dance, outspeeded pretty much everything, and then proceeded to Fiery Dance everything on my team, and he got the special attack boosts. It is just a monster. Give it one chance to set up, and it will wreck you. Not even a lie. And even if you don't give it a chance to set up, it will probably still destroy you. I love Volcarona. Initially, I didn't really care for it, but now that I've actually seen the power, I just think it looks amazing. It's just powerful. I would recommend it to anyone. It's just an amazing Pokemon. I know I say every Pokemon on this is amazing, but it is my top 10 list, so it kind of is fair enough. But yeah, Volcarona. Go check it out. Coming down to number 2, we have Hydreigon. Oh my lord. I can't even explain how much I love Hydreigon. I mean, you just look at it, it's just the emphasis of power. It has 3 heads. It's called the Brutal Pokemon. It's just crazy. I love its design. I love the fact it's 3 heads. I love it's a brutal Pokemon. I love its typing. Dark Dragon. It's so nice. I love its shiny is amazing. It's just so amazing. I love everything about it. Honestly, it has been my number 1 for a long time, and then it kind of switches around a lot because This kind of depends on the time, but sometimes I really like one, sometimes I really like the other. But Hydreigon, as soon as I saw it, it's always been in my top 10. Unfortunately, it sucks that it got a 4 times weakness to Fairy. And I actually realize now that 4 times weaknesses are quite a regular thing. Yeah, in this top 10 list. It's pretty strange, but I love Hydreigon. He's just amazing. I couldn't even think of something that's wrong with it, aside from the 4 times weakness. But I mean, it still gets like Flash Cannon, so it can do like half damage to a Azumarill straight out, so I mean, that's pretty good. But yeah, Hydreigon, oh, I can't even, yeah, it's just amazing. It's a bit stupid how the pre-evolutions are physical and then the Hydreigon is special, but I mean, whatever. Either way, it's awesome, I love it. Finally, in the number 1 spot, we have the Thunder Viking himself. We have Electivire. Now, honestly, I don't really care for electric types too much. Like, they're okay, they're just kind of there most of the time. But Electivire has something about him. Like I said earlier, I love physical attackers. I don't know why, it just happens to be that way. And who looks like more of a physical attacker than Electivire? He looks like he would just punch your face in. He's just so powerful. I love him. I love his design. I love the first thing. I think the first time I saw him was in the anime when he wrecks Ash's Pikachu, and I was just, yeah, it was just power. It's amazing. His ability is awesome. You can use him really well. You can switch him in on an incoming electric type attack, and yeah, it's just amazing. And he can take an earthquake if you invest him in defense. So, just saying, he's pretty powerful. I love him. He's just, yeah. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know why they called him the Thunderbolt Pokemon, but they probably should have called him the Viking or something. I don't know. But I mean, he's awesome. I love Electivire. He's just one of those Pokemon that was always just kind of there in my top 10, just floating around, and I was like, you know what? I really like him. He's my number 1. He's got to be number 1. But yeah, that wraps up this week's top 5 special edition top 10. And if you guys enjoy, hit that like button for me, and don't forget to leave your own top 10 in the comments. Next week we will be covering top 5 grass type Pokemon, so don't forget to come back for that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.